Join us as we experience the wonders that our cliff path affords along a narrow stretch of indigenous coastal fynbos. Let us for a few minutes enjoy the scenic beauty, some of the flora and fauna of which it is comprised, and the history in which it is steeped. In his book, The Whales of Walker Bay, Noel Ashton says, Hermanus must have one of the most beautiful coastal walks in the world, with a path hugging the continually changing coastline that ranges from small, intimate gullies holding turquoise waters to bold headlands. On either side of the path, the profusion of plants represent the coastal ingredients of the richest plant biome in the world, the Cape Floristic Kingdom. On the northern landward side, the splendour of the Kleinrivier Range, part of what is known geologically as the Cape Fold Mountains, cradle the town of Hermanus, emphasizing the beauty of the Walker Bay coastline and the abundant marine life that it supports. For centuries, this stretch of Walker Bay coastline has attracted and supported successive generations of man. The old thatched fishing cottages, steps in the rocks to old fishing spots, the old harbour, all in marked contrast to the architectural statement of modern luxury homes. Linking both natural and man-made features on this coastal section of the Fernkloof Nature Reserve is the cliff path, originally conceived and constructed by Dr. Ian Williams and Eric Jones in the 1940s and 50s. Prior to that, the only paths in existence were created by fishermen to give them access to their favorite fishing spots, many of which bear the names of these long-gone pioneers: Franse Klip, Pizza Klip, Siverspint, Fransman. By the end of the 20th century, the paths had suffered from a lack of management and care, and had deteriorated badly. Until in 2002, private initiative came to the rescue and the Cliff Path Management Group came into being. Five years later, this unique asset of Hermanus has been restored, providing comfortable, safe walking for all, including the disabled, and access to the best land-based whale watching in the world. The Cliff Path experience begins at Scotsman's Point, overlooking the new harbour. The harbour has recently undergone a major upgrading and is once again a busy port for fishing vessels. As we walk eastwards, the noisy bustle of the harbour recedes, and we meander through the coastal shrub, dominated here by the rus species, while feiches, the green orchid, and crassula are found in rocky crevices. Further on, Rietfontein now boasts a new boardwalk bridge that affords a beautiful outlook onto the wetland below and to the harbour. Rietfontein is also the beginning of the marine reserve that extends 5 kilometres to Kraal Rock in Eastcliff. Hottentotsbank is named after the fish that were prolific here in years gone by, while Tamatiebank gets its name from its rocks. The cliff path takes one on an easy winding walk along the cliff tops of Preekstoel, above Plattbank, Dreunklrans and Jongensgang to Fick's Pool. Crossing towards Marine Drive through the Ossewaar Remembrance Park, a new boardwalk below Swallow Park and the Old Windsor Hotel descends to the rocks below to the hidden spring of Hermanus Peters, the shepherd after whom the town is named. Here too are the rocks that were used by turn of the 20th century washerwomen to scrub linen and clothing. Gearing's Point, with its bird-eye view of the old harbour, is a favourite tourist whale-watching site and gathering point for kelp, hartlaubs and occasionally grey-headed gulls, as well as many dussies. Until the late 1940s, the high cliffs protecting the old harbour echoed the shouts of returning fishermen, straining on their oars to bring home the day's catch. Today, this harbour houses a museum commemorating those early seafarers. The Marine Hotel is one of the town's longest-standing landmarks, with its tidal pool below where the brave can be seen taking to the water at the crack of dawn, summer or winter. After Roman Rock, the path turns inland for a kilometre or so, rejoining the coast at Mickey. The path now winds its way along the tops of rocky headlands between thundering wave action and tranquil, Collionema-dominated fynbos, populated by sunbirds, sugarbirds, Cape Francolin, prinias, bulbuls, and many other species. Deep water surrounding Sievers Punt allows southern right whales to come very close into the shore, so this section of the path is one of the most used by both locals and tourists during the June to December whale season. The Kwaiwater rocks are aptly named. The benches on the promontory overlooking Dineas are popular vantage points from which to marvel at the spectacular big sea wave action. The Mossel River stretch includes the low-tide fishing rocks Rijksmansklip and Laagwaterbankie, and either side of the wooden bridge at the mouth of the Mossel River are the resting places of a beached adult whale and a calf. Lungby marks the first of a series of bathing beaches. Around Plattbank, the cliff hugs the rugged coastline in roller coaster fashion before opening out onto the safe bathing beaches at Kammerby and Voorklip. After Roverklip, side paths from the cliff path lead to a series of secluded beaches, including Lover's Cove, before the rocky cliffs come to an end at the sweeping Grotto beach and across the Kleinrivier mouth onto the 20-kilometre stretch of beach, De Plaat. Behind Grotto Beach is the public picnic area and the caves that give the beach its name. For almost a kilometre, the path now changes dramatically into a cool, secluded, recently upgraded forest meander with safe, comfortable boardwalks and well-defined paths. This treasure is one of the last major milkwood forest habitats along the southern Cape coastline, and an appropriate point to pause and reflect on our unique cliff path experience.